Hi, I'm Adrian Salisbury, and in this video we're looking at this VILTROX D85 LED light. This light isn't like other light panels that I've reviewed. Most of them are really plasticky and half the size of this, so I was really surprised and excited to see how well built this thing was. Now for my typical setup in this space, this light's actually bigger than I need. I'm only about 2 meters away from my lights and the room's already lit. So really I'm using lights just as a fill. So a couple of VILTROX's smaller VL192 lights are more than adequate for my needs. And if you haven't seen my review on those lights, check out the link in the description. So initially I thought, I've made a mistake, this light is too big. But what it's allowed me to do is to get more creative with my lighting. Firstly, because I can get all the power that I need out of a single light, and because I can control them remotely, I can play with the settings to get a more artistic look without leaving my seat. Also, because it's more powerful than I need, it means I can add a large diffuser in front of the light, which will reduce the intensity and eliminate those harsh shadows and soften my skin. Yeah, that just pricked up a few ears. How I've got mine set up now is attached to a simple DIY rail attached to my ceiling, and that allows me to mount it nice and high for natural lighting. And I'm using some translucent paper taped to the barn doors to create a pretty cool budget softbox. No stands, no cables, remote controlled. I love it. But I'm getting a bit off topic there. These lights really are well built, strong, sturdy, they're actually pretty heavy, not like the plasticky competitors. The only thing I found is if I've got it on a light stand and I try to tilt these forwards, the barn doors actually catch on the rim. What I reckon this is designed to actually be hung from above because you don't have the problem then. When I mount this up on my ceiling, this isn't an issue. So if you're using the light on a light stand like this, you're just going to need to pull those barn doors in when you tilt that into position, or you can actually remove them and take the frame off. There is this diffuser sheet in here that does a really good job once it's in, but it's a bit of a faff putting it in, so put it in and leave it there. Now, can I talk to you about this remote control? I absolutely love this feature. I've bought loads of different lights before and none of them had remotes that allowed me to group lights together and control the brightness and the intensity of the light either individually or as a group. Now, as a solo entrepreneur working here alone, this is an absolute game changer and I love this feature, which you get on all of these VILTROX lights. It's one of those features that you think, how did I ever do without this? So these lights get a huge thumbs up from me. Now I really am only using this light on its lowest setting here. So if you're on a limited budget and you're wanting to light a set like this, not more than say 3 meters by 3 meters, then I'd encourage you to buy 2 or 3 of the smaller units and get a very nice soft lighting. But if you're trying to light a larger space or you want to add some diffusion that always reduces the power of the lights, or maybe you want to play with a more dramatic and creative lighting effect, these lights are really versatile and a top quality product. The only thing I should point out is that you are going to want a decent light stand. These weigh about 3 kilograms and certainly if you're going to put that up high, you want something very sturdy. Finally, you'll notice that these lights have got DMX functionality. And if you don't know what that means, don't worry about it because I'm pretty sure you're never going to use it. It's basically an alternative way of controlling the lights as they would be handled in a professional studio setup, managed from a lighting control board. Nothing that I'll ever need, and as I say, likely neither will you. So I hope that's been helpful. As a brand, I love these VILTROX lights. The remotes and the ability to group the lights has totally revolutionized my lighting setup and their incredible value, which is why they get a 10 out of 10 review from me. So thank you. If you haven't seen my review on the smaller 192 lights, check that out next. And if you have any questions or feedback, please comment below as I love hearing from you. Oh, and of course, be sure to subscribe so you make sure you don't miss any of those future videos.